Hello and welcome. Today is a bracket fight match. I'm going to randomly get picked two wrestlers. This is I think a pretty decent sized list, and there's going to be from different generations, so I'm probably not going to know everybody. But this is Shawn Michaels versus the Boss Man. You cannot go against the Heartbreak Kid. Kevin Nash versus Mankind. I think I like Mankind better. Roman Reigns versus Mark Henry. You got to acknowledge the tribal chief. Mark Henry's not bad either, but it's Roman Reigns. Uh, Bill Goldberg versus was it? I know his name is Johnny TV now. Is it Johnny Nitro during that time? He's had so many names. I'm pretty sure I can't know. I guess I'll go Goldberg. I don't. I feel like that one's kind of a weird one. RVD versus Randy Orton. Wow. Damn, that's actually a really hard one because it's like if I just I'm basing this off of I guess my likes, so I guess it's my opinion. So this might change it a little bit, but like if you're going after accolades, I mean Randy Orton is one of the best of all time, but RVD is just RVD. Everybody loved RVD. I'm gonna have to go RVD on this one. That was kind of interesting. Uh, Jim Duggan versus CM Punk. I think I'll go CM Punk. Nothing against Jim Duggan, but I don't remember much of him. Sting versus Jericho. I'm gonna have to go with Jericho here, just based off of I I've not watched much of Sting, and the most I've watched of Sting is his AEW time. I think that was just past his prime, which is not against him or anything. You know, he's on the older side. I just remember Jericho and liking Jericho with the Walls of Jericho and all that. Bret Hart versus Alberto Del Rio. Imagine if I just go Alberto. I mean, honestly, I've probably seen more of his matches than Bret Hart, but Bret Hart is just an absolute beast out there. I mean, his matches, even if I saw one of his matches, probably to like Alberto's like 10 or 15 that I've seen, it's still a better match over here with Bret Hart. Hulk Hogan versus the Honky Tonk Man. I don't think I could go with an Elvis impersonator going over him. Gotta go with the Hulkster here. Kofi Kingston versus Jake the Snake Roberts. I think Jake the Snake Roberts has like a lot of merit of being a really good wrestler with his gimmick and stuff, but I just like Kofi, and Kofi Mania was insane. Batista versus JBL. I've never really liked JBL. His gimmick never really resonated with me, and Batista was always really good because it was either I really liked him or really hated him, so he did pretty good with that. Rey Mysterio versus the first person I don't actually remember, so I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio. Ooh, God, they really went with the heartstrings here. You go with the two deceased wrestlers against each other. Wow. God, I think I saw more of Eddie's matches. I think Bray Wyatt's most of his stuff was when I wasn't watching wrestling at the time, so I'm gonna have to go Eddie over here. But that was kind of a rough one. Jay Uso versus Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, you could tell my age by me picking Jay Uso. It's just like it's hard to go against Macho Man Randy Savage. I just don't. I never watched him, so I'm gonna have to go Jey Uso. I think that's the one that most people would be like, "What the hell?" But it's my opinion. I'm just basing it off of what I've watched. Big Show versus the Million Dollar Man. I think I'd have to go Big Show because I didn't really ever care for the Million Dollar Man anytime matches I've seen of his. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. I guess you go Brock Lesnar here. Braun Strowman's also really good. Shawn Michaels over Mankind. Roman Reigns over Goldberg, which is actually Goldberg's last match. That makes a lot of sense. I think I'd go RVD over CM Punk here. Uh, God. I like Jericho too much. I'm gonna have to go put him up there. I don't like what he's doing now, but it's kind of funny in AEW. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to go Kofi over Hulkamania. I just don't like Hulk outside of the ring. Damn, this is a hard one. I'm gonna have to go Rey Mysterio. I just remember growing up with watching him so much. Go Eddie over Jay. Go Brock over Big Show. Shawn Michaels versus Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman Reigns, with whatever the next run he's gonna do, probably could be in a higher category. But Shawn Michaels is Shawn Michaels. I'm gonna go RVD over Chris Jericho. I'm gonna go Ray over Kofi. I think I'll go Eddie over Brock. Eddie was just like so generational. I'm gonna go HBK over RVD. And damn, that's kind of an interesting one that this kind of fell down to. I like bracket fights because of this, because it's like it's just irony. Sometimes they actually go end up together like that. It's kind of an interesting one. I'm gonna have to go Eddie. Like I said, he's just so crazy. And then I have to go HBK on that one. Undertaker versus Jerry the King Lawler. Obviously, Undertaker here. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. Ricky Steamboat versus Seth Rollins. This might be a weird one because, like, Ricky Steamboat was a great wrestler, but I've watched so much Seth Rollins. I'm wearing the Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins combo T-shirt right now. I like Seth Rollins a lot, so I'm going to give him the edge here. What is it? Is it Rick Rude versus Shinsuke Nakamura? Don't really know much of Rude. Um, so I'm gonna have to go Nakamura. I like Nakamura a lot. Booker T versus Sheamus. Wow. I think I'm gonna go Sheamus here because I liked his fighting style better. I feel like both of them are phenomenal wrestlers. Umaga versus God, that's not Mr. Perfect, is it? It's the other one. I can't think of his name, but I'm gonna go Umaga because again, my generation is like that. Miz versus Triple H is interesting. Miz is kind of underrated, but it's Triple H. I mean, if you add what he has done outside the company now too, he was phenomenal in the ring too. Ooh, Ultimate Warrior versus Dusty Rhodes. Wow. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Dusty. Nothing against Ultimate Warrior, but it's just I guess the long-standing effects of what Dusty's done is longer out there. Rikishi versus Ric Flair. Now, every bone in my body would love to pick Rikishi because I liked him better, but I do feel like I have to go Ric Flair on it because Rikishi's gimmick of just slamming people in their butts and shaking in their faces is kind of crazy, but Ric Flair is just like one of those top wrestlers. John Cena here, nothing against Carlito, but it's John Cena. I'll go the Iron Sheik over Vince McMahon because it's just Vince. Another guy, I'm not sure exactly who it is. I'm gonna go Ryback just based off of that, but Ryback shouldn't go. Ooh, Samoa Joe. If you add like all of his stuff outside, I think it's really good. But Goldust was such a performer. Another guy I haven't noticed. Wow, there's a few people I don't know in this list. I'm gonna go with Mox or Dean Ambrose. Ooh, both phenomenal performers. I'm gonna go Kurt Angle though. Big E versus somebody I don't know, so I'm gonna go Big E. MVP versus Stone Cold. Oh, come on, Stone Cold. There's no Rock on this list. I just realized that's crazy. I love Seth Rollins, but I feel like it's the dead man. You can't go against Undertaker. I'm gonna give the edge to Sheamus there. Triple H, I think, is the crazier one. I'll go Ric Flair again on this one. I mean, he is our title holder record or whatever. John Cena over Iron Sheik. That's pretty good. Go Goldust over Ryback. Uh, I think I go Kurt Angle over Moxley for right now. I think Moxley's gonna get there. Got to go Stone Cold. We got Undertaker over Sheamus. That's pretty easy. Triple H over Ric Flair has happened in real life. John Cena over Goldust, and then Stone Cold. Our final four is pretty nasty. This is the one I don't really know. I think I just always liked Undertaker. We're missing Kane on this list too. That would have made it difficult. John Cena versus not Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think I gotta go Stone Cold here. He's just one of my favorite wrestlers. I'm just gonna go Stone Cold again, and finally HBK versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. If both of them had great careers and they were cut shorter by injuries, but they are generational talents and they've had a lot of great feuds with like just amazing people out there. I'm gonna have to go Stone Cold. Just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I just love Stone Cold too much. It's kind of my thing. Well, that is my list. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what I screwed up. I know there's a few people out there that probably would be like, "Oh, you should have not put this person over this person," but I just based it off of what I like, and hopefully you guys could tell me what you guys like. But bye, guys.